Hello, room service? Yes, hi. I'd like to order 2 bottles of Jack Daniels, 6 bottles of Miller Draft, 1 portable oxygen tank with a mask, 6 Kinder Surprise eggs, and 2 packs of Marlboros. Make it fast. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, room service? Yes, I'd like to cancel the other order. That was Motorhead's rider. I need Dire Straits rider. 1 second. 1 cup of tea. Yes. Yes, thank you. Rock and roll. We got some movies, refrigerators. We got some movies, color TV.
Hello, Kenny.
Hi there. How are you?
Well, how do you do?
Good, very good.
Do come in.
Thank you.
This is the studio. We'll go in the big room just to show it to you first of all.
Wow. I brought some Swedish fika.
Oh yeah.
Which usually is coffee, but I know you prefer tea. And then I brought also some crisp rolls.
Thank you, Kenny. That looks absolutely delicious.
Yes.
I look forward to my Swedish roll.
When you were a kid, did you dream about being a rock star? You know, becoming.
I dreamt about having a red guitar and playing it, but I didn't know that I was going to be a songwriter. I played, trying to learn how to play for a few years, and then I started to play my own stuff and felt my way into songwriting, you know, these situations.
Yeah, but it's great. You put out a few amplifiers, I see. Yes.
Oh, well, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I like all of this stuff. I always thought they were great things.
Yeah.
I wanted a red Fender Stratocaster, you know. I still remember what the catalogue smelled like. Yeah, no, I had a catalogue and all that, and Dad, you know. It's like the same thing, Dad, I want a bike, you know, it's the same thing, Dad. And of course my dad couldn't afford a Fender, so, but there was a Hofner which was the same colour and it's more or less the same shape. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I used to take that thing up to my bedroom, you know, and it'd be the last thing that I saw at night time, you know, before I went to sleep.
But you wouldn't have it in an amplifier late at night?
Couldn't afford an amplifier.
Oh, so you strummed it like...
We had a radio, but I blew it up with the guitar, so...
Oh,
and then,
why is that?
Because I plugged my guitar into it.
Into the radio?
Mm.
Oh.
I, you know, changed the end of the jack plug into like a little 2-prong red and black and put it in there. But the radio wasn't powerful enough to be a guitar amplifier. And because I could never find a plectrum in my pocket, I started to pick the strings, I started to break the rules and move my thumb up to the top with the fingers. Once that's happening,
You're obviously one of the best guitarists in the world and songwriters.
Rob, no, absolutely no way.
Well,
no,
that's arguable.
No, really, don't.
Now, what do you think is the main ingredients to do it that well?
You probably started driving around a field with something old. You drove round and round and round. On the snow.
On the ice, yeah.
Right, well there you go. And you went, how many times did you go round?
Well, millions, I guess, in the end.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So...
Practice.
Right.
Yeah.
So, when I said to Chet Atkins, I said, when he asked me to go and play with him, and I said, I used to fall asleep playing, and he said, yeah, me too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I always think of course, there are always other people doing that.
Yeah, sure.
The field changes and the car changes, and the surface changes, but essentially, it's variations on a theme.
Did you ever have a moment in your career where you realized this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to be a rock musician? Was it a defining moment of that, or did it just sort of...
Oh no, I mean, I knew what I wanted to do, and as soon as I got the ball in my hands, I was running.
Right.
Not in the right direction, of course, most of the time, but you have to understand that it's just to get the ball, just to have the ball. How lucky that you feel that it's a tremendous opportunity, because when you haven't got the ball, it seems a long, long way away.
Shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, but meantime.
But when did you realize that Dire Straits was going to make it big?
Well, in fact, when we started playing those little gigs, people, just the tiny little gigs, people would start to queue down the stairs and up the stairs and down the street for those little gigs, and that was starting to happen very fast. But if people like it, they'll come back next time, and word gets around pretty fast.
Inside, but you don't see too many faces.
Oj, vilket ställe. Fräckt tak. Alltså här som de spelar sin första spelning som Dire Straits, The Albany. Hi everybody, we're Dire Straits.
Coming in out of the rain to hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places, but the horns, they blowing that sound. Where the sultans of swing.
Va? Vad fan? Tuggummi? Ändå har Knopflers. In the beginning of a career, sometimes people have managers and they help them not fall in the biggest potholes in the road, but...
Well, I don't know, there's been plenty of potholes. I mean, you make all of your mistakes in public.
Yeah.
And that's how I see it.
But if
I was experimenting a lot of the time, but I'd already got the first album out. And, I was already there, and I didn't know what I was doing. So you just have to try and fill in the gaps as you go. No, I don't think there's much of a shortcut. I mean, nowadays, some kids, they see a tour, they've got their first tour, they see 29 gigs on it, and they think, God, that's going to be hard, but try 250,
Yeah. How come you got interested in racing?
I suppose watching it as a kid a little bit.
Now we're going to do some serious driving.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at this. And you've got what have you got? You've got a Grand Prix car and a sports car.
You need to warm the tires.
You do?
Yeah, oh yeah. You do a burnout like this. Yeah.
Can I try that?
Yeah.
On this one? Just a burnout?
Yeah.
Hey, come on, we've got to do this.
You did Le Mans, didn't you?
Yeah, I've done a couple of them, but they're not the real, that's not a proper race.
No?
Well, it's not like this.
No, it's not. Of course not. How come you got interested in racing?
I suppose watching it as a kid a little bit. And I kind of like the old cars in a way because they slide around, not like these things.
Yeah, the old cars, they're when the technology...
He's done it again.
In the beginning you dreamed about making a career in music, and now you kind of look back at what you've done and look forward to what you're gonna do. But is the reality pretty much like the dream, you think, or is
No, I mean it never is. You know that. You know it never is. I mean, if you're a little boy and you see a big shiny red racing car and you want to be a racing driver, you didn't know that it was going to involve all this other stuff. No, it's not the same, but it's still great, you know. And but the desire to make a couple of good records is just really what I want to do. That's all I want to do. That is all I want to do.